And now you have a surplus thanks to who? Your super mayor, your supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, the people supervisor. So won't you talk about my accolades and my business degree and all the other accolades that I pose here as a supervisor?
From a surplus to a business degree, the head of Thornton Township is making audacious claims. Tiffany Henyard demands attention, but is this assurance based on controversy or success? What is the true story behind the people's supervisor? Tension rises as detractors push back. Keep checking back and share your thoughts below.
Board is hurting people. They're hurting our residents. I don't care if you don't like me, don't like somebody on this board. It does not matter. What matters is you come here and you take care of your responsibility and take care of the business here at the town.
With tensions erupting, the board is accused of failing its residents. Is Tiffany Henyard a leader defending her town or avoiding responsibility when she calls out the mayhem and demands action over personal grievances? Discuss who you believe should bear the responsibility for the drama that is developing in Dalton and Thornton, which is characterized by anarchy, corruption, and a leader who is losing control. Henyard, Tiffany, the beleaguered. The mayor is accused of keeping the entire town hostage, cutting off services, and using taxpayer funds from blocked renewing insurance for careless power grabs. Residents are in crisis as a result of her conduct, and the court is frustrated. A judge in Cook County has stopped her most recent overreach, but will it be sufficient as the walls close in? There are still unanswered concerns about how far she will go and what will happen to the people left to clean up her mess. Hello everyone, I'm Olivia. From startling celebrity scandals to the most explosive boxing conflicts, Red Rumbles is a place where drama meets the spotlight, and every turn left you wondering what will happen next. We break down politics and combat sports for you so you don't miss a moment of the mayhem. To remain ahead of the action, click the subscribe button and enable notifications. Hold on tight, because this is going to get really heated, and you won't want to turn away. Let's get right to today's dramatic headlines. Nothing has been peaceful throughout Tiffany Henyard's tenure in office. Her administration has come under heavy fire for its incapacity to oversee local governance, from divisive board meetings to administrative blunders. Residents and officials are becoming increasingly dissatisfied with the Henyard.
New drama tonight involving a controversial politician in the south suburbs. Tiffany Henyard was the only Thornton Township leader to show up for a scheduled
She had trouble explaining fundamental duties during a recent meeting, which led many to doubt her capacity for leadership. What do you think of this leadership style in Thornton Township, where citizens are dealing with the fallout? Critics claim that this instance was representative of her general poor management. Her words failed her just as her actions failed the community she represents. From the rule of Henyard, the shutdown of township buildings has caused significant distress, particularly for those who depend on these services during the harsh Chicago winters. One of the most obvious problems is the absence of insurance for township operations, which has disrupted vital township services and left countless people without the support they need.
Now to important business in Thornton Township, which hit a roadblock tonight, not because of the weather, not because of logistics, but because two trustees
In the absence of insurance, this crucial oversight has put the township in a risky legal and financial situation, putting taxpayer dollars at risk. Trustees Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle have criticized Henyard for not addressing this issue, but Henyard has avoided accountability by placing the blame elsewhere rather than taking action. The question still stands: how did things get to this point, and what should be taken to correct it? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. The effects of these mistakes go beyond bureaucratic issues. Citizens like Darlene Lewis have been placed in dire straits. Lewis, who relies on township help to cover her electricity costs, was recently shut out of the township building. "I'm going to be in the dark," she remarked in a frustrated tone.
That main building was locked. No one was answering the main phone lines, and some services that are offered there are for electric and heating for low-income homes. We spoke to Henyard spokespeople today and trustees who are calling it a ploy.
These examples illustrate the practical repercussions of poor governance, where the most vulnerable suffer the most. For people like her, this is not just a political issue, it is a matter of survival. What should be the first priority, in your opinion? to clean up this mess. Thornton Township does not currently have insurance, which is a fundamental requirement for any government operation. This problem arose when, because they were worried about Henyard's efforts to further her agenda, the trustees declined to attend meetings. In response, Henyard has charged the trustees with undermining township operations. Chris Gonzalez emphasized that Henyard could have settled the issue with a simple signature, pointing out that insurance renewals were never a problem in the past and that we've never had to vote on this before.
Scott, the meeting wrapped up early because two trustees, as you mentioned, did not show up, Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle. Without them, not enough board members were present to make official decisions.
However, the township was left vulnerable, and services came to a complete stop instead of resolving the issue. Do you believe this could have been prevented? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Critics contend that Henyard's decision to close township buildings was more about retaining her hold on power than it was about protecting the residents. By doing so, she has essentially held the township hostage and forced the trustees into a difficult situation. This strategy has backfired in the eyes of many. One irate person wondered, what do we do when we come here for help and the doors are locked? Residents saw this as a betrayal of public trust. Many people who depend on township services to get through difficult times shared this sentiment. Does this approach make sense, or has it been overkill? Dalton Henyard has encountered even more opposition. She was recently prevented by a Cook County judge from designating her preferred candidates for key village jobs, such as attorney and police chief administrator.
The judge today declining to hold her in contempt, but did warn her that if she did not follow the ruling.
The decision was made following months of disagreements with Henyard over attempts to circumvent the board's authority. One of the most contentious choices was Ronnie Bird, who was found to be ineligible to be the police chief under Illinois law. Bird's removal has been viewed as a major win for accountability, and his brief tenure in the position was characterized by public uproar. How do you think these court cases should be held in Henyard? The authority to schedule these appointments, please share in the comments. Both Thornton and Dalton trustees have opposed Henyard's attempts to consolidate power. In Thornton, they have boycotted meetings to stop her from appointing a new trustee who might tip the scales in her favor. In Dalton, they have contested her overreach in court and obtained decisions that restrict her authority.
Last month, the judge issued a temporary restraining order blocking her from making those appointments without approval.
Because of this opposition, there is now more discussion regarding the function of municipal government and the significance of checks and balances. What are your thoughts on this ongoing dispute as Henyard's legal issues continue? Critics of the Henyard contend that her activities amount to an abuse of power, while supporters say she's just trying to get things done. Since her hold on power seems to be eroding, many people think it will only be a matter of time before she is ousted from office or forced to retire. The concern is what will happen to Thornton and Dalton. Even if Henyard steps down, it will take years to undo the harm she has created. What, in your opinion, ought to be the first step in reconstructing these communities? The issues of insurance-installed services and the decline of public trust will need to be addressed by leadership. Tell us what you think below. Beyond her political troubles, Henyard could face federal indictment if charges are filed against her after she leaves office. Without the funds to defend herself, she would face formidable legal obstacles. The ramifications of such an indictment would be extensive, not only for Henyard, but also for the communities she served, further damaging local government's reputation in Dalton and Thornton, making regaining public trust much more difficult when elected officials prioritize their own interests over the needs of their constituents. The community suffers, and the chaos in Thornton and Dalton serves as a clear reminder of why openness and integrity are crucial in public service. What do you think will happen next? This situation isn't just about one mayor. It's about the larger issues of accountability and governance. We appreciate your interest in Red Rumbles, where we shed light on issues that other communities may find useful. Please share your thoughts in the comments area. The most important ones, a reminder that leadership entails responsibility and that those who don't fulfill it must be held accountable, is provided by the circumstances surrounding Thornton and Dalton. Describe your thoughts on Tiffany Henyard. the management and prospects of these communities, please leave your opinions in the comments section below. Also, remember to like and share this video with your friends and family. Until the next time, subscribe to be informed about the most recent advancements. Stay informed and involved. Until we meet again, thanks for watching Visual Vortex.